Let us get into another episode of seemingly scary videos and paranormal activities. If you are still having trouble believing whether there are things like Skinwalker or if it is all cap, check this next video for 3 video pieces of evidence of Skinwalkers.
3 videos showing alleged Skinwalkers. WTF, dear. Nope.
How you doing? Oh, just some cruisers, man. That's crazy shit. This guy's crawling at me like it's goddamn. What's up, dude?
That ain't no buck.
I thought I seen a big buck or something. Wait, stop right there. What is that? Is that a buck? What is that? Dude, that's what. Wait a second. I think I see a.
You don't know what it is, but it seems very far away. Then suddenly, it doesn't. It is almost next to your feet. What do you do?
It's a man who can slap but can also stroke.
Okay. What in the name of God was that hand? Where did it go?
Quiero que vean esto.
America's first serial killer. This is a story that might most likely seem false to you, but it is not.
Have you ever heard of America's first serial killer? Herman Webster moved to Chicago in 1885 and actually ironically changed his name to H.H. Holmes after, you guessed it, Sherlock Holmes, the detective. Holmes had quite a bit of medical knowledge, so he opened up a pharmacy near Jackson Park, which actually became the spot of the World's Fair, where he ended up finding a majority of his victims. Holmes purchased an empty lot and turned it into what is known as the Murder Castle. Holmes created this so-called castle with booby traps and a complete labyrinth that made it almost impossible for any of his victims to ever escape. This murder castle had soundproof rooms, booby traps, and trap doors that would even drop you unsuspectedly down into the basement. And once you made it into the basement, you never made it back out. Inside the basement was acid vats, quicklime, and a crematorium for him to easily and quickly dispose of any of the bodies. But Holmes finally made a mistake when he murdered his assistant and his few children, but the police actually ended up finding the body of one of these children, leading to Holmes' arrest. Once arrested, Holmes claimed to have murdered over 200 people over the span of just a few years inside this murder castle. He even went on to write a book about himself, and in it he wrote, "I cannot help that I am a murderer no more than a poet can help the inspiration to sing." Finally, Holmes was hanged for his crimes in 1896.
Ever wondered where Skinwalkers live? You have it here. You pick up the doll, but do you know who owns the doll? Well, find out.
Ngambil boneka di sini nih. Nah, kayak gini, Cok. Nah.
You have to ask, what ran across the hallway? Did you notice it? It is by the window for a couple of seconds only. Maybe the mummies are still very much around. Check this story of a found mummy.
This is the true story of a mummy found on a ghost ship. Two fishermen off the coast in the Philippines noticed something very, very strange. They came across a yacht that was half submerged in water and quickly ran over to check what was going on. But as they got there, they had no idea that it was about to get even stranger. The body of a mummified man was slumped over a desk as though he was about to make a mayday call. Manfred was a German explorer who was last seen off the coast of Spain in 2009. When they found his body, they assumed he must have been dead for years. Authorities quickly came in to investigate to try to determine the cause of death. They found that no foul play had occurred and he'd actually died, unfortunately, of a heart attack. But it still gets freakier from there. His body was perfectly mummified, so even though they assumed he must have been dead for at least the 7 years that he was drifting off at sea, he'd only been dead for 7 days. It was the hot weather, intense winds, and salty air that actually mummified his body so quickly. He was found with photos of him and his wife, as well as a note to his wife. And the note in itself was also pretty creepy. The note read, 30 years we've been together on the same path. Then, the power of the demons was stronger than the will to live. You are gone, may your soul find its peace. You are Manfred. As far as we know, those very well may have been Manfred's last words. They recovered the mummified body, but so far, nobody has come to claim it. So, authorities are left baffled, astounded, and without very many more answers from there. But this story might definitely make you rethink sailing out into the ocean on your own. Hey guys, my name's Bella. If you like these kind of stories, hit that plus button for more. I do spooky and mysterious stories, and if you enjoyed this one, then please check out my YouTube channel or my podcast. I have videos and audio of much longer stories. Until I see you guys next video.
Wait a minute. Are these not supposed to be toys? If not, what the hell are they? The scariest things happen in the night. Do not believe? Check this clip out. So you want to ask, what exactly came after the intruder and why did it come after him? Why did these animals have to act this way in all of these clips? What was controlling them?
Why do they act that way?
How much do you think it would cost to look younger than you do? Check how much this man spends yearly.
Remember that biotech guy that reversed his age? So Brian Johnson is a 45-year-old biotech CEO who's spending $2 million a year to be 18 again. He says he has the heart of a 39-year-old and the lungs of an 18-year-old, and the skin of a CPR dummy. Well, now it's come out that he's using his 17-year-old son's plasma, and then in turn donating some of his own plasma to his 70-year-old father. They had this insane photo shoot to celebrate it, but Brian is hoping that the plasma of a younger man will help him not age. And maybe you're like me and you're like, what doctor would even do that for you? Well, there's a med spa in Texas where they're doing this. Here you can see that they have a procedure called young plasma where they collect plasma from 18 to 25-year-olds and inject it into older people. And then here's a list of all of the benefits that they, I imagine, made up. His big thing is that through tech and science, we don't have to age as human beings, but at what cost?
When things begin to move by themselves, you know it is not time for you to turn back and run as fast as your legs can carry you. I know you have heard of the possibility of mirrors being portals that lead to another world, but have you ever seen this in action? Well, here you have it. You have to decide for yourself, is this a skinwalker? If not, what then is it?
Hello. She wants to come in, that's
There is a rumor that light twitches are caused by ghosts. Do you think so?
Flicker this light if there's someone here. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Can you do it again? Oh my god. One more time. Can you flick it one more time? Oh my god, I'm gonna move it, I swear to god. For those of you who don't know, this is the light switch. It makes a clicking noise. Or there's this one. I'm not faking this.
Do not be in a hurry to dismiss the video. Hold on. I bet you shouldn't be that scared, should you?